Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Better to rate a woman as sexy than good looking. Now I know some fellas, they gonna hear this one and they gonna be like, man, what's Uncle Rom talking about now? You know, if they good looking, they sexy. No, let me be clear on it now. Yeah, I know I touched on this before in some videos, even last week in a car video. Someone can be good looking, but not sexy. And someone can be sexy, of course, but then average looking or plain looking. Because I'm gonna tell you what, it's better to rate a woman as sexy because it means that she's hitting you on multiple levels. See, you get some women, they good looking, but they're mannequins. And what I mean by mannequins, yeah, they look good, but their personalities are boring. You know, you might be around them and be like, man, damn, she good looking, but damn. Like your joint is like, hey man, wait a minute when you come across a sexy woman and everything, right? But then you might meet that woman, she's more of a plain Jane, but she got you hollering. She got you hollering. And then you could talk with her afterwards and stuff. And she might even not have as great a body as, you know, the good looking one. I mean, ain't totally doggish though either, because for a sex appeal, you still gotta have a good body build at a minimum. And stuff, a good one, not even a great one, but a good one, decent one. Let me put it like that. But we're talking on the sexy level. That woman is doing more for you. Because let's be real, men are watching videos like this, not just to get a good looking woman, but even if they don't want to say it out loud, they want sex. See, and there's a difference between good sex and just having sex. See, a lot of guys, their experience is so limited, they just happy to stick their thing into a woman. But if you got experience, you dealing with multiple women, all of a sudden you say, you know what, it's not all the same. And then even though a lot of men don't want to get into the emotional part, it's a lot better when you with a woman that you can chill out with, you can laugh with, you feel comfortable with. The main thing is she gives you peace. And all of that is a part of their sex appeal. And plus, she's being feminine. Because I'm going to tell you what, with a lot of guys, they'll get a good looking woman, but they just catching hell. Because you have many women out there who on the surface look good. Shoot, they look great and stuff. But they ball busters. They got a lot of masculine energy. They are controllers and stuff. But see, the sexier woman, she's going to be like, you're going to feel good with her. Because part of the thing that turns on a man about a woman is her femininity. And, you know, she could be a very feminine woman, but not look as great or like on that genetic level as maybe a quote unquote dime. Like you listen to some of these dimes, or you listen to them and just watch their behavior, you might as well be dealing with another dude. And I ain't gonna call any famous names, but I was just like, you know, nah, I couldn't feel anything. Because that femininity is powerful. And if you look at any woman, even the good looking ones who are sexy too, like I said, they're not the same thing. They always got that feminine element to them. And ultimately a man needs that. See, look, let me go deep for a second. One of the worst things is if a man who's in his masculinity is dealing long term with a woman who's in her masculinity. Now, he might still deal with her because she looks good and everything. You know, looks good and impresses his friends and all of that. But he's going to be like, man, something's wrong, you know? And I'm going to tell you how deep it is. It's to the point, despite how attractive she is, it can get down that he has erectile dysfunction. Because that's one of the things that cause it. It's more psychological. I know some people are going to say, oh, it's this physical stuff. And yeah, it plays a part, but a big part is psychological. She's not receptive. You know, she's arguing every time. She's kind of blocking. She'll have sex with him, but she'll put him through a whole lot of stuff for him to get it. You know, she's fighting him all the time. That's going to mess with his energy on another level. And if you got two masculine energies in the same place, one of them is going to win. And I'm going to tell you the truth. You heard it here first. Many times the woman's masculine, if she got masculine energy, is going to win. I'm going to tell you why. For one simple reason. Many men don't expect it. And you ain't thinking it, because women who got that type of energy, sometimes they can be very subtle about it. They'll do little subtle things, or try to override you here or there. And then if you ain't thinking about it, and then you get a lot of guys, because she good looking, he putting up with a lot of crap, she wins. Nah. And I'm going to tell you what a mentor said of mine real well. He said, you'll get some men, they'll marry that type of woman, but then they catching so much hell, all of a sudden that plain looking woman down at the corner cafe starts looking real good to him because she's receptive. See, just like I've always said, for a man's sex appeal, he needs to have that physique, charisma, and masculinity. For a woman's sex appeal, she needs to have a good body, her charisma, which is how she's, getting along with the man, and then her femininity. Now, when she got all of that, boom, that's why a man should look for it more. And like anybody out here who's really got experience, they know, every man know that one woman, she ain't like, she ain't gonna win, like America's Next Model or anything, but she is just cool. It's just something about her. She got men going crazy. Like some of the women, there's been some women I've been with. If I just showed a picture to somebody uninitiated, they'd be like, she all right, Rom. But you show a picture to somebody who really knows, boom. Like let me shout out Cousin T-Tal. And he might even remember when I showed him a picture of a lady friend, he saw the sex appeal right away. He saw it right away. And let's just say most of her body was covered. And he still saw it. That's the thing. That's the thing. And as a man, let's just be real. We ain't just messing with the woman just to walk her. Well, most of us ain't, just to show off to the friends. We want to have sex with her. We want to have sex with her. And we talking long term, it's better to have that woman who's good in bed. Now, you know what? She might not be able to get an Instagram following. Yeah, she might need to lose a few pounds. But it's just something about her got you standing on end. And see, when that woman, you deal with that sexy woman, she also energizes you. You've been in bed, she done did all that stuff. She did the work. Shoot, you ready to go out and conquer the world. That's an important thing. And so when you're looking at a woman, instead of saying, okay, she's pretty, it's like, is she sexy? Like I know one of the most sexiest women I've dealt with years ago. If you saw her, you would think librarian or naughty librarian. But I've peeped those type of women. I peeped those. I'd be like, hey, girl. Because like I said, I'm going to start emphasizing this even more. There's a big difference between sex appeal and looks. See, looks are just that. They just genetics. And they important if you got it, and I always recommend you ramp it up. But the sex appeal is more intangible. It's how you behave. It's how you view sex. It's your attitude towards sex. Do you have any sexual hang-ups? Because you have some very good looking women, they got some sexual hang-ups. And, they ain't gonna come off the same way, Or you got some women, they comfortable and everything, they can flow, because a big part of sex is just being willing to engage the opposite sex. That's a big part of it. So that's the important thing. So when you're looking at a woman, thinking more in terms, don't think in terms of like, oh, she's a 6, she's a 4, she's a 8 or 9. Think about just one thing. Is she sexy? Does she get your dick hard? Does she get your dick hard? Because long term, that's actually what's better for you, or many levels. Because not even just the sex thing, but like I said, you get some of these women, they look good, but they ball busters. That woman ain't good for you, period. But a lot of guys, they'll push through because she looks so good. And then they wondering why they just broken. We should have went for the more sex appeal. I want y'all to really think about that. See, a lot of guys don't make the distinction. Well, like I said, a lot of them don't know. But if you deal with enough women, all of a sudden you start seeing, oh, wait a minute, she's this, but she's this, boom. And that's all to it. So anyway, that's all I have for today. I want y'all to really think about that, because one of the things, a lot of men are complaining about women out here. But as a man, you have a choice of who you want to deal with. You got the power there. I've said in my book, Nice Guys and Players, women choose, but one of the things I needed to emphasize, and I'm emphasizing it right now, men have to accept the choice. We decide. What she can choose all she wants. We decide who we going to deal with. All right. So anyway, that's all I have for today. Get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.